Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhtafiq Enha. I am from PBA. Today I will answer the assignment 7. Okay, the question number 1 is, what do you know of written discourse analysis? Explain your answer in detail and give example. My answer is, written discourse analysis is a study that explains how language can be used in written text to convey a message. As discourse analysis focus on how text structure, word choice, and writing style are worked together to create meaning that can be understood. In example, editorial in a newspaper, analysis of written discourse will identify how readers use evidence to support their arguments, what type of language they use, whether formal or informal, and how they organize editorial structure, including introduction, body, and conclusion. Next question. It is important to carry out written discourse analysis. Why? Explain your answer in detail and give examples. My answer is, analysis of written discourse is of course very special in understanding language that can help us to understand the nuance and intention of the deeper meaning of a text. Can be used when analyzing how the author tries to persuade the text to the reader, to evaluate whether a text has achieved its purpose, and the last can compare writing of different genres. For example, whether it is new or fiction. Example, when we examine an advertisement, written discourse analysis can help us understand how advertisers use language to make their product more attractive and convincing consumers to buy this product. Next question. Are the approaches in spoken discourse and written discourse the same or different? My answer is, oral discourse is usually more spontaneous or unstructured, while written discourse, on the other hand, is more planned and structured. Discourse also has a less formal structure compared to written discourse, which is more organized. Meanwhile, oral discourse also usually use nonverbal features such as intonation and gesture to convey meaning, while written discourse does not use this. While the similarity between the two is that both types of discourse analysis are both interested in how language is to achieve certain goals. Next question. What do you think of Keiko methodology in carrying out written discourse analysis? Do you agree? My answer is, microanalysis of written discourse focus on small details of a text, such as the use of linking words, cohesion, and coherence. Microanalysis of written discourse is relevant to meet the need for regulation among non-native English readers because it can help them understand how to make their writing well structured and easy to understand. An example, microanalysis can look at how a writer uses conjunction to show connection between ideas, or how they use repetition to emphasize a point. By understanding these techniques, non-native reader can improve the clarity and coherence of their writing. Okay, the last question. What do you know of microanalysis of written discourse? It is relevant to satisfy the needs of regulators among non-native English readers. My answer is, Keiko K. Samimis in written discourse analysis has several strengths. The first is contextual analysis, emphasizes the importance of context in understanding written discourse. The second, data triangulation, namely using various data source such as student essays, teachers' feedback, and class interaction to analyze conference data. And the third, learner's perspective, is paralleling students' experience and views in the writing process. And the fourth, mixed approach, combine qualitative and quantitative method for a more robust and truth-free analysis. And the last element of ethnography interacting participant observation, and interview for more detailed and in-depth insight. Thus, I agree with Keiko approach because it can provide a deeper and more detailed analysis, but unfortunately, this method requires quite a long time to analyze and also requires a lot of resource. That's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.